welcome to Multi-Poptural, multimedia, multicultural, and pop culture as fuck. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, as well as SoundCloud at Multi-Poptural. Don't forget the show is rated R for strong, shitty language, as well as some spoilers!
All right, this is Jerry,
I don't give a what you think, Jerry.
a.k.a. Jadon, a.k.a. Baron Greenback, a.k.a. Donatello, a.k.a. Donnie, you're out of your element. I'm at Instagram at Jerry U. Musk because I'm a broke-ass Elon Musk.
Yo, what's up? It's Jordan, a.k.a. Doodoo Brown on Fortnite. Find me, Doodoo Brown 3879, PlayStation 4, a.k.a. USDA Fresh Meat, a.k.a. Straight Shirt Cocking It. God damn! a.k.a. Support the Bottom.
Up the balls.
a.k.a. Golden Pipes, a.k.a. it's pronounced
You gotta cup
bass.
the balls, baby.
It's pronounced bass, not bass. Go ahead, Ryan's.
You had a lot there.
That's what she said.
Hi, friends. It's your boy, Captain Cleveland.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Big Saba from up north. OG damn Yankee. Browns, Cavs, Indians. CLE till I die. Ladies and gentlemen, long live the king.
It's 3-3. Calm the fuck down.
It's still a game 7.
Laker next year.
Game 7. Hey, this is Matthew. He's too Mateo. Better known as Feliciano. Also known as the Puerto Rican Larry David. AKA the keeper of obscure yet relevant references, i.e., oh shit, my whole clique Victoria. All right.
Nice. This boy Brian, a.k.a. B. Hearn, a.k.a. The Voice, a.k.a. Boris, the Bullet Dodger, a.k.a. Fuck Your Couch.
Did you say the voice?
Oh, yeah.
He says that because he's got a penis-shaped microphone now.
That must be.
It is kind of weird.
Dude, it's
I'm very
weird.
envious of your
Hey,
must be a
microphones.
nickname
first
that
of
we're
all,
unfamiliar with.
Brian, I think you're supposed to take it out of your mouth when you're talking.
Damn it.
It sounds a little muffled.
All I can hear is...
In case you didn't know, the show is rated NC-17. Sometimes single X. Skinemax.
Rated R for
Depending on our-
retarded.
Yes.
Mentally challenged.
All right. I love how you correct them on that every time.
That'd be rated MC, though.
All right, on
MC
today's episode, we are going to be talking about two of the biggest games on the planet right now, Fortnite and PubG. Our boys Ryan Saba and Jordan Doodoo Brown are going to have 3 minutes apiece to plead their case on why each one is better, and then the rest of us are going to kind of chime in, and then we're going to vote to see which one is the more superior.
We want to take the opportunity to shout out one of our sponsors, Gate City Growlers. They have 20 taps. They specialize in small North Carolina breweries and specialty craft beers. Working with the little guys since 2015, guys. Please stay local. Take care of the local shops.
Who's got
Video
the
game.
timer?
You notice how I actually called out my Fortnite gamer tag this time, and your boy over there just wanted to gloat about some
Big ups
bullshit
to
basketball
Chuck.
game.
It's
Chicken,
it's Mr. Sabatooth
turkey.
for all you out there.
Yeah. No one's gonna ever find you because
Big
you
up to Small
suck
Ninja.
dick. You're one of those people. Oh no, I'm gonna save it for my fucking.
Let's got the timer.
I got the timer. Hold on.
We're going
Let me
right
get my
into
shit
it.
right. Yeah, we're getting right into
Let's do
this.
it.
All right, so Jordan's going to be up first. The clock is starting right about meow.
All right, so first of all, your boy Doodoo Brown 3879.
I know him.
Catches dubs religiously. That is false. But listen, I'm still learning. All right, I'm pretty good at the fucking game, but I'm not great at it. So first and foremost, Fortnite is better than PubG.
Okay.
It is.
Why?
And it's a fact. I'm very glad you asked me that, Mr. Man. All right, so first and foremost, What I got? 35. God damn, 35 seconds
Yeah,
already.
already.
Clock
Yes.
Spend a lot of
Yep.
time.
Clock
on
That's
first and
good
foremost.
because I've got very few points to make.
And time's up.
All right. Shit.
Save us up.
All right. So the main difference, let's face it, the building is completely different from PUBG. Where so in Fortnite, if you haven't known somehow and you haven't seen, it's a third-person shooter, battle royale, and instead of just simply pointing and clicking and shooting somebody, there's another realm added to the strategy, and that's building, and that makes it 10 times tougher, and it just makes it so. He's already ready for me. It makes it 10 times tougher, and it makes it. It just adds. It's something we've never seen before. Stop fucking laughing at me, you Jackie Robinson. God damn it.
Minute and a half.
God damn it! All right. All right. I know we
tougher.
finally got AC in here, but it's getting a little hot over here. You know what I'm saying?
Feels great, actually.
All right. Yeah, from where you're sitting, Jerry Musk.
Big up the Press Play Studios.
All right. So the build offers a completely fresh and challenging spin on the classic third-person shooter. I didn't just read that off my fucking notes.
Notes.
Okay. So one thing I hate about PUBG is that you can literally camp in one place for a long time. I know the storm comes and whatnot, or whatever the fuck they call it in PUBG, but it shrinks in. But
Thunder.
without building, there's really no difference between Adam and whoever the fuck else can. Like, if you're not good at building in Fortnite, you're more than likely not going to win.
True.
That's fact.
True.
I mean, sure, you can point and click and shoot the guy. You all have a random chance to get a good gun, and there are different tiers of different guns in Fortnite. I'm not sure how it works in PUBG. I'm pretty sure there's just regular gray dummy little things. It's more real. PUBG is more realistic.
30 seconds.
30 seconds to go? Yeah. Okay. Fuck that. I'm gonna cut to my big guns real quick. Fortnite is. It's
a game.
Fortnite is available on all platforms, and it is cross-platform play. So if you have a
dope.
PC, you can play with a person that has a PS4.
That's cool.
The only thing that is not cross-playable is PS4 and Xbox, unfortunately.
Boo.
Is that my time?
That's your time, man.
Fuck
That's
your
three
time.
minutes.
Ding,
ding.
round.
We'll insert that sound.
I think you were so
that sound
prepared
clip.
that you were underprepared.
I think it was.
Yeah, I
Plus,
think
you
it was
know, I
notes.
had some commentary on mine, which you will have some on yours.
I
sir.
didn't make any commentary.
Oh no,
He
you weren't
said a
sitting
lot
there
of huffing and
laughing.
puffing.
So can we ask questions now about Fortnite?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. Go
So
ahead.
this building thing, you have to go around and collect shit to build it?
Yeah. You have to farm your building. Go ahead.
With your axe.
With a
Chop
pick.
Oh, you
down-
chop stuff down?
Dude,
trees.
that's-
it's
okay.
a tactical warfare game that you're chopping trees down in.
Okay, first of all,
Is that correct?
That is true.
okay, no, listen,
true. Is he lying?
listen. That's fucking ridiculous. You don't walk around with an axe chopping shit down.
Do you have an axe?
You walk around with a pickaxe chopping things down.
That's different.
Like trees and rocks and buildings
That
and
makes so much sense.
and steel and cars,
Adamantium.
but only if you have the adamantium.
Vibranium.
Oh, fuck. All right, I don't care. I'm over my time. But look, another big thing about Fortnite
You
is
need this.
way
Go
over
ahead.
it.
yeah. Go ahead.
You need this. Go ahead.
We'll give it to you.
I want to see when PUBG comes out with a Thanos mode.
Ooh.
Oh, so you need gimmicks.
I want to. I'll bet you. I bet you what I
Who's
make
got
tonight.
the mic in their throat now?
Damn it, that was a good line. I'll bet you what I
Unscripted.
make tonight at Stumbles. That I bet you that Fortnite has more Twitch stream. I bet you Fortnite has more streamers and has more followers and more people playing than PUBG does.
Well, it's free.
That's interesting because
Yes.
I will actually get to those
Yes, it is.
highlights and
We
notes
will-
here in a
we-
little
we-
bit.
Well, those things shall.
So
be
hold on.
addressed.
Before we get into Saba,
they don't matter.
Oh wait. So that was your question about the building.
Yes,
think-
you.
yeah,
you
I
walk.
still don't get
you
it,
walk
but
around.
yeah.
You collect stuff like just any kind of ammunition. I mean, you would collect ammunitions, guns, materials.
How do you level up?
I mean, you just kill
Just by killing people?
Kill people. You do challenges each week. Like visit different places. Open a certain amount of ammo boxes in a week or in one game. Visit the center of the storm 3 times, and it's just different. I mean, you don't. The whole idea of leveling up is different because it's not like you level up to gain better attributes in the game because that would rule out it being a battle royale. Because if one person drops down and they're better than anyone else, then that person automatically has
Right,
the upper hand,
right.
and they don't want that to happen. Which I'm sure PUBG is the same way. But that everyone, as soon as you drop out of the airplane or the battle bus, as we so unfortunately call it,
The
That's
battle
not-
the battle bus in the air.
We call it the airplane.
The bookmobile.
because ours is an
I
airplane.
can show you the world.
right?
Are we ready? Are we
I gotta ask
You know what,
questions too.
motherfucker?
We're
You
asking
are ready, aren't
Yeah.
you piece of
Yeah,
shit?
I know
Go
Saba's
ahead,
ready.
bud.
I really don't have any questions, Jerry. Do you have any questions?
only
for
have
him?
one
I played
question.
this, so
Jerry,
I'm
help,
good.
whole-
help him, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm
Well, I'm just saying that I'm a toy geek, and I would like to see. I want to know: is there a Lego mod for building? Like, does it all have to look like wood, or can it look like Legos?
I mean, hey, they're open to adding things in and bringing other to make it more.
That's a no.
Gimmicks. They are open to more gimmicks. Legoland.
Depending on the gimmick, I'm
bought-
into gimmicks.
Hey, I bought heavy into fucking Thanos.
I almost bought
I didn't
just
buy
for the
into
Thanos.
fucking Thanos.
What's with all the dancing?
Hey, you can. Okay, so picture this. Picture this. Some guy's been annoying the fuck out of you, shooting you for a long time. You finally get the one up on him, kill him.
Teabag.
You walk up. Well, say his other like his squad is away from him. You can either run up on him and kill him, like end his game, like eliminate him, because you get knocked and then you get eliminated if you still have your partners have a chance to run up and revive you. But if you get killed or if you get knocked, you have the chance to run up on them and just start like doing the shoot or doing the fucking like doing whatever the
You
fuck.
know you
Like
make me wanna
you can
shout.
do the fucking Napoleon Dynamite dance that he does. It's a gimmick. Jesus Christ, you're gonna say it again?
So the dancing is what makes the tactical warfare game better.
Okay.
So I got it. The building and the dancing.
So you're
I'm gonna stop asking questions.
No. I just understand.
I'm
he's-
just making a list.
I
I
understand that you're just used to one thing that's
Oh,
ever been
I've
done,
played Fortnite.
like Call of Duty.
I've played Fortnite.
And-
You have not played PUBG.
No, that's because I have a PlayStation 4 and it's not available to me.
Just saying. I bring a unique perspective to this.
I'm pretty sure last time we hung out and you watched me play Fortnite, you were like, "Man, I really got to get this."
Why do you got to
Expose.
put our business out on
Expose
the street?
Go ahead,
This is when they were
motherfucker, go
sharing
ahead.
a microphone, by the way. They are not sharing a microphone on this episode,
Hell
so
no.
something happened.
They were much
Love
closer
on
than
the rocks right now.
All right, coming
Trouble
up
in the
next,
bedroom.
Saba getting ready to give his take on PUBG.
3 minutes flat.
So, for those of you
No
out there,
overages.
PUBG is an acronym. It stands for Player Unknown's Battleground. Look, both of these games are multiplayer online shooters. They got the Battle Royale format. Think Hunger Games. 100 players are dropped in, and you basically run around and find items so you can go and kill other people. The goal is to be the last man standing. That is
Or
where
woman. Jesus
that is
Christ.
where
Come on, Saba.
that is where the similarities end. Why PUBG? Realism. Are you a baby or are you a man?
Or a woman.
The imagery, the mechanics, the gameplay are significantly more realistic and raw. Fortnite is a cartoon, folks. It is a cartoon. All right?
I like
He's
cartoons.
getting Howard Stern on this motherfucker right here.
This game creates a greater sense of urgency and anxiety. Your heart beats faster while you're playing. The rounds are more exhilarating. The rush makes you a better player. Number 2, violence. Realistic combat.
Let's
and
get to the
high
gritty
stakes make the violence more impactful. Like any good action or horror movie, right? The appropriate amount of violence, the appropriate level of violence makes it more enjoyable.
Right.
Finish him.
All right, it invokes stronger emotions and involuntary reactions, man. You'll be running around in PUBG, dude. Somebody will pop out. You're like, oh my God, you jump up. That shit happens. That is for real. If I had children, I would not want them playing PUBG. I would want my kids playing Fortnite. Are you a man or are you a baby?
Boom.
Oh, shit.
Finally, the shooting and gun mechanics, they're much more accurate. The realism extends beyond just
So
the
it's
combat
easier.
and the weapons. No. Like in real life, the gun recoil's different on every gun. You have to adjust from a strategic standpoint. And reloading speed's different on guns. You can't just push a button and automatically your clips reloaded like
That's
in
not how
Fortnite.
Fortnite is.
Oh,
The
yeah.
fuck, it's not.
It's frustrating. And this is
Now you're just
the
spitting random
reality.
shit.
Frustrating for
Wikipedia
beginners
facts.
is PUBG. Beginners and babies is what it's frustrating for. The system rewards players who think ahead, who are strategic, and who
1 minute,
anticipate
1 minute.
the enemy's next move.
1 minute Turkish.
Overall, PUBG offers a more immersive, mature, and realistic, intense experience. Fortnite's like riding a bike with training wheels. If you aren't up to the challenge of a game like PUBG,
Or you don't have an Xbox 360.
or you
With training wheels.
prefer entry-level games like Super Mario Brothers for young players,
shitting on Super Mario
then go
Brothers?
play Fortnite. But if you're a man or a woman, and
He finally comes around.
you want to be scared shitless by a realistic battle royal combat experience, come on down to Death Row. Come on over to PUBG.
All right, Shug. All right,
all.
Shug Knight.
That's all I got, ladies
I
and
was
gentlemen.
all
questions.
in with you until you said Super Mario. Dude, don't disrespect Mario.
Donkey Kong.
That'd
True.
I have a question. So you know, you run around with a pickaxe, which is completely unreal in real life. So what is the main melee weapon in PUBG?
There isn't one.
Oh, there's not a frying pan?
Well, that frying pan. There is a frying pan, but it's used more as
Go ahead, say it.
armor.
Oh, okay.
Right?
How is your frying pan used as fucking armor?
Because if you have a frying pan hanging off your back and somebody tries to shoot you in the
You know,
ass
naturally you
and
just
it
run
hits-
around with a fucking
Are we
frying pan
talking
hanging
about
that's what
a
I do.
frying pan?
Is it cast iron?
That's
My
what-
Rachel Ray
it's-
set that comes in handy
That's
when I'm
what
running.
you brought?
Cast iron is the best.
Look back into your notes, Playboy.
You know I don't bring notes,
well,
motherfucker.
maybe you should next time.
yeah.
Don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Or a frying pan to a pickaxe fight.
Anybody else got any questions?
Any
Well, that was
questions
pretty
for the
thorough,
PUBG
man.
expert
That
over
was-
here?
I don't
Jerry?
know about a question, but I love the fact that PUBG's got the parachuting in.
Yes.
But doesn't Fortnite
does.
does
Same
the
thing.
similar
Same
thing?
shit.
So it's kind of like the Robert Rodriguez style Predators intro
Nice.
going on
Yep.
at the beginning.
It is.
Okay. Well, both games sound cool. I'm still not convinced.
They're both the same game. It's pretty much Fortnite has building and is
No,
Yeah,
it
but
is
why?
less realistic.
It's less. It's the only reason it's less realistic is because it's fucking it's a cartoon. It's not. It doesn't look like real people.
I have a question.
And it.
I
Plays
don't care
upon
what
that.
the only reason is. That's the reality.
Video games are not reality, man. Realize that.
Hey, I like to play realistic games.
Does it take a shit ton of time to build stuff in Fortnite
No, not at all.
versus
Not
shooting
at all.
people?
No, because that's the difference. Is your first reaction could be to build or it could be to shoot. It all depends.
Like
It
if you
all
haven't
depends.
if you haven't found a good hiding spot, then you can build up your shit.
See, that's the thing about that's the difference between Fortnite and PUBG is I think that people use hiding spots more often. You know, like pussies. And
I was gonna say campers, but
Yeah. Either or.
same thing.
And we mean that in the, I don't know, whatever sense. I'm just
you're
trying
just
not to
our
go
The
little-
there.
non-offensive
You're just
sense.
our
Yeah,
little mediator.
I'm the just trying to make sure we don't get to the triple X status.
I would
I'm
not,
trying to keep
I
us
would
at
not want my
NC-17.
children playing PUBG.
I would not want my children
Are you a
listening
camper?
to this. No, I'm not.
you're not a camper.
No, I'm not.
He's not. I've seen him play it.
I'd like to take the opportunity to shout out another one of our sponsors, Bull's Tavern, located in downtown Winston-Salem. They have 24 taps, classic cocktail lists, and great bourbon selections. Live music, 4 nights a week, and Sunday Fun Day home spot with Bloody Mary and Mimosa Bar. Guys, check out Bull's Tavern in Winston.
All right, so before we get into the actual vote about Fortnite versus PUBG, a couple fun facts about the game. So right now, currently, Fortnite has 3 million concurrent players playing, where PUBG is actually down 50% since January.
Fortnite's free.
It is free, and they're down
Another
to
win for
1.5.
us.
What's the gripe though? Why are people leaving, not playing?
So getting
PUBG?
into that here in a little bit. As far as revenue goes, PUBG made 700 million last year, and PUBG made 296 million just last month.
Fortnite.
Fortnite made 296. So even though it's a free game, there's all the upgrades, all the outfits, all that other shit. So that's where they make all their money at.
What did you call them?
Children.
Gimmicks, I believe.
Gimmicks.
Okay.
As far as the actual format goes, I do. To me,
Babies.
it's a thing of preference. To be honest with you, I think
baby.
Fortnite is great for people that are new to shooting games and they don't come up on the Call of Duty world.
They don't
At all.
They don't like challenges.
You know,
That's
I
a
mean,
better way to
where
say that.
where PUBG is, it's more serious. It's very, very fucking. It's a very anxious game.
Intense.
A lot of anxiety
You
coming your
keep
way.
saying this word challenge. They don't like challenges. You don't want to learn anything new, so you don't have to learn how to build. You just want to point
The
and
first
shoot.
time I played Fortnite, I won.
I do not believe that at
You
all.
want me to get my boy on the phone right now?
I would love that.
True story.
I don't believe you at
Is
all.
that your boy's name or
No, it's my boy.
all the
Bogart.
gamer tags.
It's my boy.
All the
Bogart.
gamer tags.
The first time we
Story.
played, we won. He's like, Saba, I want you to understand something.
We-
This does not happen. We were playing duos.
Okay, has he played before?
Yeah, he had played before.
Man, that's crazy. You didn't do it all by your fucking self like you had originally said. That's
And
wild.
I've played both, so I will say. So here's my thing with both of them. I'm going to compare them to movies. My love. PUBG is more on a Dunkirk Saving Private Ryan status as far as anxiety and just, actual film quality.
Some of the most realistic war movies.
Wartime.
True. And Fortnite is more on Tropic Thunder and Hot Shots. So that's it. I'm just saying they were both fun war movies, but it depends on what you like, though. Tropic Thunder and Hot Shots is a fun war movie. If you want to, Hot Shots Part 1 and Part 2 with the chicken on the fucking crossbow or whatever, bow and arrow. But, if you want to have the stress and anxiety, PUBG is definitely on the Dunkirk and Saving Private Ryan, tip. So now we're going to get into the vote. So let's just go ahead and go to it. Jadon, what's your pick as far as between the two of them?
Well, granted, I still have yet to play either, but I'm basing my opinion on what I just heard, and by that alone,
Damn.
I love you, Jordan, but Saba's got you.
This is where no notes hurts me.
Yes, you're parachuting in, Predator style, and then it's all about the business. It's all about taking out the other person.
Do you have a Xbox One?
I have an Xbox One. Yes.
Okay. Well, you'll be able to figure it out.
I don't utilize it as much as I should.
Why are you mad at Jerry?
I'm just telling him. I would.
I mean,
I
I'm
would.
getting
I
mad at
haven't.
him.
I haven't played PUBG yet. I've seen it played, and it looks like a lot of games that everyone else has already come out with.
Including Fortnite, because PUBG was first, player.
Okay, and who's and as soon as Fortnite came out, everyone lost interest in PUBG, didn't they?
I didn't.
Because it's free, man.
And they still pay. How much did they make
Last month, $300 million.
Thank you, and it's fucking
So-
free, right?
And it is free.
That's
It
kids.
is free.
That's kids spending their parents' money.
Okay.
Based on the argument, I would go
Ninja
Saba.
Or
but-
bartenders spending their tip on it.
go back to the votes.
There was a
Let's go back to
streamer.
the votes.
There's a streamer named Ninja that made $500,000 a month because he streams with people like Drake and people like Travis Scott.
God, I
Where,
hate
where are
that
those
guy.
people? Where are those people on PUBG?
Am I making your points for you?
There's actually
where are those
there's
people on
actually a
PUBG?
chick named Chloe Dykstra on Facebook that does PUBG all
She's
the
part
damn
of
time.
Nerdist.
Yep,
Yeah.
she's part of Nerdist. So I'm just saying. I know you're
No,
throwing out
I-
the Fortnite thing,
no,
but there's
that's-
people that
that's
do the
fine.
PUBG thing too.
Okay, I'm just saying they don't have as many.
That's the only one I know.
based on this argument, I give it to Saba, but I am a sucker for any gimmicks, and I will jump all over that Thanos shit anytime. So
So your vote is for
PUBG
Okay.
slightly, yes.
All right, just making sure.
Who's next?
Didn't want any disagreement.
Who's next?
Mateo?
Me, my
Yeah.
vote is for Parappa the Rapper.
Most underrated game ever.
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. If you want to test me, I'll show you fine. A lesson from teacher. How do I remember this?
You see what I did?
Because he spits hot fire.
It was that was an
Yeah.
alley-oop
Holy
right there,
shit.
and you
Yeah.
fucking caught it.
Yeah,
I don't know how you did that.
Dunk.
Oh my God. I
You
haven't
just
thought
changed
about
my
that shit.
mind.
They did
Wait a
not
minute.
practice
No.
this. They did not.
That has nothing to do with because I don't know fucking Parappa the Rapper.
But you shit on Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
You did.
That's his holy grail of shit.
Wait, can I
level.
change mine too? I'm kidding.
Entry level.
All right, so Matthew, who you got?
PUBG.
PUBG. So
Understandable.
honestly, I played both. I like both, and to me, it is a matter of preference. For realism, I got to go PUBG. For
Just
just having a good time. Of
Just
course,
vote.
Fortnite.
You can't make everybody happy.
But
who won?
I'm not trying to make everybody happy.
That's called a sweep.
I mean, obviously you already won.
I want to hear it.
You already won.
I
but
wanna
it's not
hear
a
it.
sweep though. I got to go with Fortnite.
Oh, you're a fucking. You know what?
They did bring in fucking Thanos. They brought in
horseshit.
Thanos.
That is
So gimmicky
horseshit.
or not,
Listen to me.
you bring in the boy with the Infinity Gauntlet.
You're
That's
like
gonna
that.
get
You're
my
like
vote.
that referee who watches the fight, and the guy gets his fucking ass whooped. And when they read the cards, the judges are talking about how you shouldn't have a vote anymore.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
You see how he gets when he
No,
doesn't
yeah,
like
he's very
sweep the table?
Because that
Jesus
was a
Christ.
unanimous. That was come on, man.
Thanos, man.
Damn, Thanos.
All right, listen. I will take.
Yeah, hold on. Time out.
I will take a majority decision. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, yeah. No. Just
What about
getting the
timeout?
sweat off my eyes. So Jadon, and then we'll just go right down the line.
Word up.
All right, for this next segment right here, we're going to talk about either our favorite video game of all time, or just either top 3 or top 5 of some of our favorite video games.
All right, guys. I'm gonna start here. I broke it off between, and I think I just stole this straight from Saba.
It's okay.
I've got favorite old school, favorite new school, and then favorite all time. Okay, so favorite old school. I'm wearing a shirt, the Bit Brigade shirt. My favorite old school game has to be Mega Man 2.
Mega Man
I
2
could play
is
that
on my
game
list.
over and over and over again, and I did, and I have, and I love it.
Again.
It's you get to pick your opponent, and you get to kill them, and then you get to go move on to the next one, and it was great, and it was a great one. So my favorite new school game has to be Resident Evil 4. As far as Resident Evil games go, I think they peaked at 4, and then they started slipping a little downhill, despite the upgrade in the technology. That Resident Evil 4 was the best story. It was the best gameplay. It was the best extra stuff along with the game.
It became less about after 4. It became less about horror and more about action.
Exactly. And then they put that game out on newer systems that weren't even out yet. Like when PS3, PS4,
a re-release. Yes,
they
did.
re-released it because it was
Remastered.
that good.
Remaster.
Okay,
I
and
never
then
played that.
and then real quick, the last my all-time favorite video game is got to be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
It's very good.
It was set in the 90s. It had all kinds of old school, gangster rap stuff going on. It had so much stuff going on. You could go anywhere you wanted. You could do anything. And it was set in one of my favorite time periods ever. San Andreas is my all-time favorite game.
All right.
Thank you,
I
Jadon.
just no. I wasn't laughing at him. I just had a realization in my favorite games.
Do I have a
Yeah,
bookie?
no, I actually changed mine up after what he
And
said.
Saba's gonna be like, oh, well, that's a kiddie game, isn't it? So one of my favorite games of all time.
SimCity.
Go ahead.
The argument's over, bro. I won. Man. I'm good with whatever you say from here on out.
Wasn't unanimous.
The majority decision goes to PubG.
We're supposed to be
was
cool
not
now.
unanimous. So one of my favorites of all time. I just have to say this because I feel like I spent the most time and it's the most nostalgic for me. I love a video game called Shadow of the Colossus. It came out on PS2 and they recently re-released it for PlayStation 4. It came out in 2005 and it's got 16 enemies in the game. It's all about atmosphere, all about beauty, all about art. It's
Gotcha.
amazing.
Nice.
The Kingdom
Sounds
Hearts.
great.
The Kingdom Hearts.
See ya.
All right. I wouldn't want my kids playing Kingdom Hearts.
I would want.
All right, so let's face it. I mean, Sony Computer Entertainment America or Square Enix, sorry, and Disney collaboration. Yes,
Yeah.
please, give
killed
me
it.
that.
They killed it,
Give
yeah.
me
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and the third one's coming out soon. I mean, been in
probably
progress
next year or something.
Yeah. And my top 5, and it's a franchise. I can't really pick my favorite one, but the Dark Souls and Demon Souls for PlayStation 3 and 4 are my favorite. Talk about talk about a game that doesn't hold your fucking hand like PubG does.
Is Dark Souls the game from Grandma's
Salty.
Boy that they
Salty,
were
salty.
developing?
No. God damn it, that was good.
That was good.
Damn. That's it. I mean, shit, I can't say
after
shit
that.
after that one.
All right.
That was good.
So,
Yeah.
Jerry utilized my format here, sort of old school, new school, and just kind of the game that I've probably played the most. So
I
old
straight ripped
school,
it, I admit.
World Series Baseball on the Sega Genesis. The
Oh,
original came
fuck,
out in
yes.
'94. there's several iterations after that on Saturn and Dreamcast, but the original was awesome. Had home run derby, realistic, pitching. There was breaking pitches, and the batting mechanics were awesome. So that's my favorite old school game. Favorite new school game. Look, man, Madden. Any Madden after, once it was developed for PS2, any Madden after that, the game was revamped for the PS2. And it just became much more realistic at that point. And as we know, realism equals entertainment.
I'm not a big fan of T.O. being on the cover this year, so I will not be buying
Well, he's
this
only
one.
on the Hall of
T.O.
Fame
is on the
edition.
cover.
Yeah,
So
in
they
a
have
Dallas
a special
jersey.
edition.
In a Dallas
That's
jersey.
a Hall of Fame edition that they pick a player
All right,
every
well,
year.
I'm definitely not buying that one.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be upset.
You can't please everyone all the time.
Sort of my favorite one, probably the game that I've played the most, is GoldenEye.
Hey,
Somebody had to say it.
It came out in 1997. It was the godfather of first-person
The
shooters and
originator.
multiplayer
Slap mode.
games. Many classes, many classes in high school and college were skipped. Were skipped for GoldenEye sessions.
Those sound effects
Go
are
ahead,
genuine.
Matt.
by
Go
the way.
ahead, Matt. Go ahead, Matt.
All right. I don't have any particular setup or whatever. It's
No notes.
no notes.
Pow, pow.
Resident Evil 2.
Oh,
That scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Those
That was a good one.
games are scary.
And I just played it over and over and over. And it had two
I would
discs.
not let
It
my
was two
kids
discs.
play that.
it's like a double album.
So
So
salty.
salty.
I will co-sign the Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I got a tattoo of it. I can't even.
Yeah, you did.
I can't say anything else.
I wrote it down and then saw your tattoo. I was like, shit, he's gonna have that one. And I'm
But my favorite game all time is The Last of Us.
oh,
Nice.
That game is awesome.
God damn, it's
fantastic.
such a fucking phenomenal game.
daughter's favorite
I've
game.
played it at least 8 times through.
Oh god.
It's you get sucked in.
That game
You're
is
so invested
good.
in that game.
Yeah, storyline's great.
character
Graphics are
development.
fucking
And
fantastic.
they're making a sequel, right?
Yep.
Yes.
When
Yep.
do you know when it's coming
This
out?
fall.
Next year.
Okay.
I thought it was this fall.
It's
Did they push
supposed
it
to be
again?
I don't know.
Oh, they always.
I
push
just said
shit.
something.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be fall.
You said
That
words.
game's awesome.
All right, my top 3 is going to be real quick. Number 1 for me all time is going to be Contra. I mean, that was my shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Left, right, BA.
You know, and as a dad
A
now,
glutton for punishment.
I've never seen my dad so happy to come home with a video game because we played it like before at a friend's house. So he was like, "Oh, I totally bought you this." But he really bought it so he
For
could
himself,
play the fuck out of
yeah.
it, which I do now as a parent. So I totally get it. So
Yes.
Contra, and of course, I mean, you can't beat it without the fucking code.
Right.
And you got
It's
to have
impossible.
the code.
It's literally
it's
not.
impossible.
It's not.
Why would you want to?
Exactly. So I mean that's gonna be always be my number 1. Number 2, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the first one.
Yeah.
Oh no, man! The second.
No, just the first one. The first
You
one
had your chance.
was the time where I would literally leave work on my lunch break. I worked at Warehouse Music, where I actually stole the video game from. It's all right. They're out of business
Statute
now.
of limitations.
looking for you now.
Statute of
Oh
limitations
no,
is
they got
gone.
me. I have a misdemeanor.
Oh
Yeah, and we're not going to get deeper into my criminal record.
It
but,
was
I mean,
well
that's
worth
how
it.
started.
Okay.
So
I
used to
probably
go
have
home
one,
on my
too.
lunch breaks to play this game. It was just well formatted. Tony Hawk literally just did the 900 that summer at the X Games on his 12th try, and then his game came out that October. Sold 900,000 units, I believe, and it was Activision's kind of
Yes.
their
Staple.
push.
I
you know,
had it.
staple, and
had it.
Neversoft. Neversoft was dedicated to that game, and they did a fantastic job. And as far as like number 3 and kind of my all-time favorite is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. The soundtrack, everything about it was fantastic. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 3 was great, but Vice City, you know, just even seeing the trailers for it when it had the flock of seagulls ran so far away, the Scarface feel to it.
Ray Liotta,
everything
dude.
about it. Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
It's, to me, it's still one of my favorite games ever.
Want to take the opportunity to shout out one of our sponsors, Jeff Beal, who specializes in consulting, design, and project management of any project, specializing in automation systems. For Jeff, guys, no job is too big or too small. Find Jeff on Instagram at GEOFF_pronounced_JEFF.
Yeah,
And they had
Tubbs.
Tubbs from Miami Vice
I
in
mean,
there.
you talked about Grand Theft Auto 5
Yep.
and the Walking Dead. I mean, GTA's gotten a lot of love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out
I don't
to
like those
Rockstar.
games.
We're all
Get
nerds.
outta here.
We're all nerds. And we like
don't
every
have to.
game
Yeah.
that was said.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate everything,
So that-
especially that Mega Man.
Yeah, the Mega Man shit is dope. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Multi Pop Show. Make sure you check us out on social media,
And
and we'll see you on the next episode.
Yes! Yeah! Victory!
And anger management?
Fuck anger management.